it's Kelly here, and today we're going to discuss Harry's true colors coming to light. Everything he's been saying has been proven false, and just one small move by Prince William was enough to expose Harry for what he really is. Harry's antics are making everyone tired of talking about him, so let's break it down in detail. Welcome back to Royal News 365. In the past, Harry expressed concerns about his family's safety in the UK, but Prince William was spotted enjoying a low-key outing to a pub in North Norfolk last weekend with his mother-in-law, Carol Middleton. This trip was casual and without any publicized security concerns, showing how comfortable William feels moving around the UK. Meanwhile, Harry can't stop talking about his fears for his wife and two kids' safety. So why is William able to live his life normally while Harry can't do the same? The answer is simple. William keeps a low profile and is grounded. He's respected because he stayed loyal to his family and country. Harry, on the other hand, is paranoid because he betrayed and tried to sabotage his own family. Harry's attempts to undermine his own family and his subsequent actions have drawn unwanted attention, making him feel more vulnerable. Let me clue Harry in on something. Bodyguards can't guarantee safety, they can only minimize risks. If someone wants to get you, they will. Here's a tip: don't draw attention to yourself. Stop bragging about your heroic acts and live a low-key life. Just blend in, lose the flash and glamour. The same goes for your entire family. Besides, Harry's worries aren't about security, it's more about his lack of relevance and acceptance. Maybe the reality of his actions is starting to sink in. You can criticize a pop star or actor, but going after the royal family? That's a whole other level. Trying to backtrack the last few years would be futile. Everything's on record, on paper and in the cloud, waiting to be accessed and fact-checked. Harry and Meghan better be financially secure in the US because there's no coming back here for them. But look, William's not out here playing games. Harry will be worried about his actions and public reception for the rest of his life. He's also concerned about being embarrassed by all the booing, hiding behind security measures. Just tell Harry and Meghan to stay away and the issues will disappear. We don't want them around. It's no surprise that Harry can't measure up to William. William hasn't written a tell-all book, lied about Harry or Meghan, or gone on TV to trash his family. Everything Harry's done can be fact-checked online and his credibility questioned. There are consequences for everything. William, the Prince of Wales, and Carol Middleton don't have security problems because they are discreet and tactful. Meanwhile, Harry has a lot to be afraid of because he betrayed his family and country by abandoning his royal duties, even though he once seemed to enjoy them. Harry put a target on his back in an attempt to make us pay for his security. It's not about threats, it's about prestige. As Prince of Wales and next in line to the throne, William naturally commands prestige. But Harry? He's got an entourage of armored cars and bodyguards just to prove his self-importance. Let's be real, William is respected and admired by the majority of Brits, while Harry is not. Of course, Prince William and his mother-in-law had security with them, though it likely remained discreet. Carol Middleton has likely been a stronger and more positive influence on William than his birth mother ever was. Ultimately, the difference between Harry and William is stark. William has handled his position with grace, maintaining respect for his family and the people around him. Harry's constant pursuit of self-aggrandizement and drama has only served to distance him from the values he once claimed to hold dear. Harry is right to be concerned. The simple solution is to leave the wife and kids in California, and if he feels he must be present for the Invictus ceremony, an organization founded and monetized by his brother, be prepared to pay for his security. To keep the costs reasonable, it is recommended he quickly depart, remaining in the country no longer than absolutely necessary. On the other hand, he doesn't realize the public doesn't care about him. He is insignificant to everyone, and he doesn't realize it. Wake up, Harry. Until now, the great British public is sick and tired of their constant demands. I think Harry and Meghan want something terrible but survivable to happen to themselves. In their minds, it will be a great moneymaker for them. Certainly, the perception of danger has been blown up by them, their perpetual seeking attention, their publicity machine. The book, published with some unfortunate claims of kills, and how it was phrased, caused more self-inflicted issues than our working royals quietly going about their business. Therefore, the Princess of Wales also goes to the pub with fellow parents of her children's school friends with minimal fuss. Then again, neither she nor her husband have bragged about the slotting of chess pieces. And Catherine can even nip into a pub whilst out shopping with Charlotte for a comfort break, and when the patrons were asked not to take pics of them, they didn't, whereas Meghan would have had to paps on speed dial before she ever got out of her car. Of course, we care about William. He is 10 times the man Harry could ever hope to be. Meghan must have put him up to this. She appears to live in a make-believe world. They have made themselves victims, so can never lead a normal life. They must at all times have security officers and photographers trailing behind them. The dangers exist only in their heads. What a big difference. William does not crave media attention and in private time is able to live a normal life. The Markles, on the other hand, crave media attention and are always, it seems, followed by hired paps and photographers, thus drawing attention to themselves purposely. Prime example, lowering the window of the car when being driven through London, and to top it off, waving to the folks at the side of the road. Of course it was photographed. Harry lives in a country where there are more guns than people. Does he have a security entourage in the US? If so, he can bring them with him to placate his paranoia and pay for them as he must do in the States. If not, end of issue. Taxpayers' money should be going to the National Health Service, not to armed protection squads for a non-entity non-resident of the UK. Maybe the main risk to Harry should he return is to face a negative reaction from the British public due to his unpopularity. This situation would be entirely of his own making, so it can be said that what Harry needs most right now is education. With all his money, he can pay for a private tutor to get an education. The problem is, I read he has a low IQ of 10, he failed in school at Eton, and failed in military exams, so he will struggle and his short attention span. The only he has is his title, nothing else. Meanwhile, Harry's wife is only after free royal security in the US, and this can't be achieved unless they reinstate their internationally protected person status in the UK. But like she always does, she has to hide her agenda by making up stories about feeling unsafe in the UK. Not only that, Harry and Meghan act like they are so much better and more important than anyone. That's why they, too, are always telling lies to get attention. It's the only way they make money. Of course, Meghan is not wanted or needed in the UK or really anywhere. The Harkles don't just want security, they want the fanfare, the crowds, the large entourage of security men walking them into the pub. William most likely had his security there in and around the pub. It just doesn't make the grand show, and William is fine being low-key. That's the bottom line. I can't make up my mind whether to be irritated at the hypocrisy shown by the toxics and wondering why, after all the untruths and vitriol they've generated, they might be unwelcome, and angry that they consider the population of this country would take out that irritation on children. Such behavior might be their go-to, but it most certainly isn't ours. Also, one is a royal and has no fear at all. William is, of course, a natural royal. The other is a wannabe who looks over his shoulder for the Taliban, so cries for security, not just any security, but full RF security. Sorry, Harry, but you could have had it all. The perks without the responsibilities, but blew it away in pursuit of money. Short-term gains, but long-term you will realize where it all went wrong. You need the royal family connection, but that is getting looser by the hour. In conclusion, as far as I am concerned, and surely many will agree, Harry and his family are irrelevant. He was bulldozed, no doubt, by the person he married into stepping down. He chose to brag about the demise of 25 people, so he should bear the consequences. He should have listened to his brother's wise advice. From now until the end of their lives, they will forever be hated by the British people. These are today's main topics. I'd really like to know your thoughts on these issues. Please leave a comment below, so don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching all the videos. See you again in other videos on Kate Middleton and Queen's YouTube channel.